Alright, so in this video, we're going to look at establishing common denominators by using a method we call cross strategy, right? This normally applies when you have denominators which do not have any relationship between them, right? So in that case, you just have to use a different approach to establish the common denominators. And it's mainly for addition and subtraction of fractions. All right. So, for example, we had a situation where, let's say, I have 2 over 7 plus, let's say, 11 over 21. Right. Here, what we can do is we look at the denominators to find out if they have any relationship. And in this, we notice that 7 is a factor of 21, right? So if we multiply 7 by 3 and 2 by 3, as I keep mentioning, whatever you do in the denominator, do in the numerator and vice versa. So in the end, we're going to end up with 2 times 3 is 6, plus 11 is 17, and then the denominator, you just write the denominator. You don't do anything with the denominator. Just write it down. So this is one aspect of, one way to establish the denominator by just, looking for the relationship. What about if there's no relationship between the denominators? For example, 2 over 3 plus 2 over 7. Here, when we look at the denominators 3 and 7, we don't really see direct relationship. There is, but it's an indirect one, because in your multiplication table you know that 3 times 7 is 21. So we use this concept called cross strategy, where we make 3 moves. The first move is horizontal, and each move is multiplication, right? So for the common denominator, we multiply this by that, we get 21. And then the second move is diagonal, right? That's also multiplication. So 3 by 2, so let me write the addition here. So 3 by 2 is 6. And then the third move is like this. As for the diagonal, you can move in any direction. It's preferable you deal with the first one first, right? So I'll do a second one, which will make that clear. So 7 times 2 is 14. So in the end, we're going to end up with 20 over 21, right? All right, let's do another one. So we got 6 over 11 plus half, right? So we look at 11 and 2. We don't see any relationship in terms of multiple or factor. So the only thing we can do is try and use the cross strategy to establish the denominator. So we make our first move. That is 22. 11 times 2, 22, right? And then the second move is diagonally. 2 times 6 is what? 12. And then the third move is 11 times 1, which is 11. So we just apply the operator here. That's the plus here. So this becomes 23 over 22, which is an improper fraction, right? Let's do some more. All right, so let's say we have 7/9 plus 3/5. Right here, we notice the same thing, right? One is not a multiple of the other, or one is not a factor of the other. So we use the cross strategy, right? The first move, horizontal. So we got 45. 9 times 5 is 45. The operator is here. Second move, this is 7 times 5, which is 35. Third move, this, which is 9 times 3, that's 27. Now we add the numerators. So we have 35 plus 27, which is 62 over 45. That's another improper fraction. Okay, let's do something on subtraction. We have 3/4. We're subtracting 4/7. Right? Same thing we see here. So the three-step approach, cross strategy. Denominator is going to be 28. Multiply 4 by 7. Numerator, we're going to have 7 times 3, which is 21. Our operator is minus. Now 4 times 4 is 16. 21 minus 16 is 5/28. All right, let's do our last example. The last one is 9/15 minus 3/4. Right? So we look at the two and we use the same cross strategy. Now, when you're using the cross strategy, all you're doing is you multiplying this by 4 and multiplying this by 15, right? That's a common denominator. And because you multiply this by 4, which didn't exist before, you have to do the same thing up here. And because you're multiplying this 4 by 15, you have to also multiply this by 15. So that's basically what the cross strategy is doing. So 4 by 15 is 60, right? And then we have 4 by 9. So that's why this 4 is here, right? 4 by 9 is 36. Minus, we have 15 by 3. That's how it became this. 15 here by 3 when we do it diagonally. So that becomes 45. And looks like we're going to get a negative, right? So 45 minus 36, 15, that's 9. So this is going to be, we have a smaller number from which we're subtracting a bigger number. So it's going to be minus 9/60, right? And if we want, we can reduce this to the lowest term, or depending on, where we encounter this. If it's on a test and you are required to reduce to lowest term, then you go ahead. You look at 9 and 60, there's a relationship, right? 3 is a factor of 9, so we divide by 3. 3 is a factor of 60, that will be 20. So in the end, it's going to be minus 3 over 20. All right? Thanks for listening in.